We'll move on to Raymond's first song, What Shall We Do with the Daily Papers, which is a great question. So, if you don't mind coming up and leading us in the song.
Thank you, George. Yes, this is an Australian song. It was probably written in about 1952, judging from the reference to Morse Code, the horse that won the Melbourne Cup that year. At that time, Melbourne had 4 daily newspapers: The Age, The Sun, The Herald and The Argus. The original song is full of swear words, so this is a heavily censored version. I've adapted taking all of that out because we're singing in church after all. Please join in. It's written to the tune of What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor? Down in old Melbourne 4 harlots do dwell, the 4 daily papers that we know so well. The Sun and the Herald, the Argus and Age, just 4 little birds in the one gilded cage. What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers early in the morning? 4 workers one crib time sat down in a bunch. They were reading their papers and eating their lunch, when the eldest, a fellow called Militant Mick, says, the lies that they print, why they fair make me sick. What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers early in the morning? Now the front page is full of the wars, hot and cold, that are helping the millionaires pile up more gold. The second page holds all the editor's thoughts on how to smash unions by using the courts. There's reports of police doing such a great job, catching the killers and people who rob. The back page says jam's a good thing for the cup, or maybe Morse Code if they smarten him up. What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers early in the morning? Now listen here, comrades, this press isn't free. It's bought by the bosses for hard LSD. There's nothing in this for the workers, that's sure. There's only one thing that this paper's good for. So they folded their papers and cut them up small, put a string through the corner, hung them up on the wall. And in this way they found a good use for each page of the Herald and Argus, the Sun and the Age. What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers early in the morning? Now the moral of this is quite easy to see. If we want a press that really is free, that will help all us workers get out of the mess, we must pitch in and fight for the working class press. What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers? What shall we do with the daily papers early in the morning?
Thank you, Raymond. Raymond's musical contribution to our service is always one of the highlights. He has this wealth of knowledge about folk music and always a really topical song to bring. It's always definitely one of the highlights, so I appreciate that. Thank you as always.